Now, homologous pair of chromosome. If I take a chromosome, suppose I am talking about an I'm talking about a submetacentric chromosome. What is the meaning? One of the chromatid, it's slightly, one arm of the chromatid is slightly longer than the other. What is the reason? The centromere is located slightly away from the center. If I look for its pair out of those 46 chromosomes, it's not only in human, it is in all the cells. If I have shown mitosis with 6 chromosomes, 6 chromosome means there are 3 different types of chromosome and each of the chromosome has its pair. Is it all right? So what are the characteristic of homologous pair of chromosomes? They will have centromere at the same location. Is it? It cannot be that they are homologous pair. One is submetacentric and other is acrocentric. One is submetacentric, other is telocentric. No. If this is whatever the location is of centromere is in this, the other will also have the same location. Chromosomes contain genes. Repeating once more, after doing meiosis, I'll be telling you. Genes are certain, they are parts of chromosomes. I'll explain genes later on. Is it clear? Which control certain characters by producing specific proteins. They are genes. Is it clear? Okay. So suppose I'm giving you again a very vague idea about, because some of the characters what you have seen, I'm just explaining them. But one more thing, what in the senior classes you will find what I'm saying just now is not exactly correct. Okay, but certain characteristic I'll just show you which is visible and you can understand. Is it all right? Suppose here is present the gene for eye color. In senior classes you will find that there are 6 genes responsible for eye color. We are not going to that detail. Let us consider why I am giving you this characteristic, because this is a very visible character and it has various forms. That is why I am giving you. Let us consider there is one gene which controls the eye color. All right. Okay. So here also will be the same gene controlling the eye color. You cannot expect that here is a gene containing eye color at this location, okay, and in this chromosome here, the chromosome will have a gene containing eye color at this location. No, the genes controlling a particular character should be at the same position, This is eye color. Suppose it is controlling eye color. Again, I'm repeating, I'm giving a wrong, I'm not saying something which is very true. One gene doesn't control eye color. There are several genes which control eye color, but since eye color, there are blue eye colors, brown, black, green. That is the reason when there is a variation, it's easy to give examples. Okay, so suppose this is, this is a gene which control eye color. This here should also be a gene controlling eye color. Okay, suppose this is the second gene. This is the location of second gene. Again, this is a wrong example. All right. So here, suppose this contains the height. So here also should be a gene which controls height. There is a variation in height, there is a variation in skin color. Whenever there is a variation in one particular character, you remember that more genes are present, not 1 or 2 genes, more genes are present. But since these characters you have seen and these characters are easily understandable and these characters have lot of variations, that is why I am giving the example of this. Is it all right? This is eye color. I'll take 4. This, let me take the type of hair. Type of hair means straight hair, curly hair, wavy hair. Okay, so if this is the 4th gene controlling the type of hair, this should also be the type of hair. This is a gene controlling the type of hair. Is it all right? And suppose this is a gene which is controlling your skin color. Again, a wrong example. Okay, here this is a gene controlling skin color. Since we are just starting with genetics, we are starting with cell division, I am giving you certain characters which are common and which have lot of variations. Is it all right? So since, but one thing, please do not, in senior classes you will be learning that there are more than one genes controlling this. Do not think that you are taught wrong. I am just giving you the examples because these are the examples which you have seen, which are visible, the variations you have seen. All right. Remember one thing. Why am I saying this? Acha, one more thing. Each of the genes, sorry, I'm showing here. No, this is the skin color. Okay. Now, one thing I'm showing you here, that these are, why did I, acha, if it is for eye color, don't expect the gene for eye color will be located here. Is it clear? If this is height, don't expect the gene for height will be located. They are always located at the same position, and that is known as the locus. Locus. What is locus? This term should be known by you. It is a position of a gene on chromosome. Exact. Every gene has its position. It's not that wherever they feel like they can be. No, they have a position. Every gene has its position. So that physical position of the gene is known as locus. Is it clear? So the gene controlling same character should be at the same locus. So what do we know about homologous pair of chromosomes? What do you understand about homologous? They should be having centromere at the same location. They should be containing same gene, and the gene should have the same locus. It cannot change its locus. If height is here, height should be here. If color of eye is here, color of eye should be here. If height is here, height should be here. If type of hair is here, type of hair should be here. You cannot expect this has type of hair over at this location and this will have in this location. You cannot expect that. It should be same. Now, let us know about the origin of this. Where have these chromosomes come from? What is the meaning? Because why I am saying so much, because meiosis is something related to the formation of reproductive cells, gametes, ovum and sperm. Is it all right? That is the reason I am saying so much about it. Okay, when this is the female gamete. Female gamete. I am going back in fertilization. Okay, and this is a male gamete. Okay, I am going back to fertilization. This is the sperm. So this is the female gamete and this is the male gamete. What is fertilization? The fusion of these two. The fusion of a male gamete and female gamete is known as fertilization. The fusion of these two is known as fertilization. Okay? This is the only cell. The gametes are the only cells which has half the number of chromosomes. Half the number of chromosomes means how many chromosomes do we have? I said we have 46 chromosomes, or we have 23 pairs of chromosomes. Did I tell you this? I am again referring to the human cell. I am giving reference to the human cell. Is it all right? Gametes are only one which do not have pairs. They have only 23 and 23 chromosomes. They do not have pairs. Here there are 46. All the body cells in human, all other body cells in human have 46 chromosomes except for the gametes. They have just the half. How many? 23 and 23. Is it clear? So what happens during fertilization? These two fuse. Is it all right? The fusion of these two. After the fusion of these two, 23 from the ovum comes, that means from the mother, and 23 from the sperm comes, that means the father. That makes 23 pairs. And what is this? After the fusion of egg and sperm, what is formed is zygote. This much you know. You have been doing it since class 8. Is it all right? Zygote is formed, and zygote has 23 pairs. What is the meaning of 23 pairs? That means 46. Is it clear? Zygote has 46, and this divides, and every cell has 46. Okay, so here what are you seeing? This 23, what 23 chromosomes I am talking about here? 23 chromosomes I am talking about here. The exact copy of these 23 are present here. Exact copy. All these 23 chromosomes are different. None are homologous pair. Repeating once more, children. Here the 23 chromosomes, what 23 pairs nahi bol rahe, it is 23 because it is gamete. Every chromosome is different from other. None has its pair in egg. None has. Iska pair kiske paas hai? Who does it has? Here, the pair of this is present here. Suppose this is a chromosome, this is a chromosome, you will not find the pair of this chromosome in a gamete. Where will you find? The pair is present over here. The pair is present over here. So when the fusion occurs, this and this come together. This and this come together. Is it all right? Again, this, if you see this chromosome, if you see this chromosome, you will not find a pair of this chromosome in the egg cell or in the ovum. Where will you find? You will find it here. Okay, you will find in the sperm. So this has one set of chromosome and this has the other set of chromosome. When they fuse, they come together. They come together. Is it all right? And they form two. Means two sets of chromosome. So what do we have over here? We have two sets of chromosome. And what do we have over here? We have only one set of chromosome. Is it all right? This kind of cell, I'll just use two terms and then we will stop with this topic today. The cell with only one set of chromosome, one set of chromosome. The cell with only one set of chromosome is known as a haploid cell. Haploid cells are only gametes, sperm and ovum. All right? Okay, and the cell with two sets of chromosomes, cell with two sets of chromosomes are known as diploid cell. Okay, they are all vegetative cells of the body, all vegetative cells, all cells, the cells except the gametes, all cells are diploid. And how do we denote it? We denote haploid cells by N. And how do we denote the diploid cells? We denote diploid cells as 2N. Okay, so gametes are N. What do we understand by gametes are N? They are haploid. What do we understand by haploid? They have only one set of chromosomes and all other cells are diploid. What do we understand by diploid? Diploid 2N. Diploid, that means they have two sets of chromosomes. Is it all right? So when we are talking about a homologous pair of chromosome, always remember we have a homologous. One has come from the mother side and other has come from the father side. One is carrying the maternal genes, other is carrying the paternal genes. Thank you, children. For today, I'll be explaining more about it in the next class and we will be doing meiosis. We will be completing meiosis. Thank you.